Hey mates, another day, another bunch of fresh news from the world of football. Sit back and of course subscribe to our channel right now as we proceed to begin. Napoli midfielder Fabian Ruiz can pursue his career in the Premier League. Arsenal from London is interested in the services of the 25-year-old Spaniard. Sergio Roberto, whose agreement with Barcelona expires at the season's finish, is considering various options for his future. Roberto's main priority is to stay at Barca, but he could also end up in the MLS, where several clubs were reportedly eyeing him. Italian Football Federation President Gabriele Gravina expressed his readiness to help Ukraine with the matches. The FIGC is willing for the reception of war refugees to host the matches of the Ukrainian Championship. I feel bad about the Ukrainian issue, like all those who respect life and human dignity, Gravina stated. Manchester United striker Anthony Martial, who is currently on loan for Sevilla, is going to return to the English club at the end of the season. The Spanish club decided not to formalize the transition of the striker on a permanent basis. Wolverhampton midfielder Ruben Neves could switch teams this summer. Barcelona, Man United and Arsenal are among candidates for the 24-year-old Portuguese. The footballer doesn't mind trying himself at a new club. Leipzig defender Joško Gvardiol could move to the Premier League. Tottenham are looking to sign the Croat. Spurs intend to have Gvardiol in the summer. As part of a campaign to support Ukrainians affected by the war, Borussia Dortmund have collected the first batch of medicines. The club and its supporters have gathered more than 160 tons of medicines that will be sent to Ukraine. They will also help refugees with accommodation. Roma are aiming to bolster the attacking line during the upcoming transfer window. Stuttgart striker Sasha Kalajic has come under the club's radar. Real Madrid and Manchester United will compete for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Earlier on, it was reported that Newcastle were targeting the Nigerian player. PSG defender Marquinhos appreciated the game of Lionel Messi in France. A lot of things have changed for Leo Messi. We can see that he is progressing slowly. As his teammate, I feel it very well at the moment. He's happy in training and we can see it in matches, Marquinhos noted. Barcelona have planned the US tour for the summertime. In July, the Blaugranas will have 3 matches in American cities, with one of which scheduled to take place in Las Vegas. Moreover, the Catalans will have to face Real Madrid in one of the games. Barca will earn about 8 million euros for participating in the tour. Inter plans to work on strengthening the attack in the summer transfer window. The Black and Blues return to the option with the French Gladbach striker Marcus Thuram. West Ham wants to sign Chelsea striker Armando Broja. The footballer is currently on loan for Southampton. The Hammers are willing to shell out £25 million for him. The financial details of the negotiations on the sale of Chelsea between the owner of the Blues, Roman Abramovich, and the US Swiss consortium have become known. Abramovich wants £4 billion for Chelsea, but no one is willing to pay that much for the club yet. The US Swiss consortium is pricing the deal much cheaper. UEFA President Alexander Cheferin settled a footballer from Ukraine in his house. The football official himself shared the matter in an interview. I was on the phone for 84 hours to players and coaches to help them to leave Ukraine. We spoke 24 hours a day. One of the players left Ukraine and came to my home 2 days ago. We must work hard. This madness should stop as soon as possible, Cheferin insisted. Bayern have found a replacement for Serge Gnabry in case he parts ways with the Bavarians. The Munich side is finding Ajax midfielder Antony a perfect candidate. Gnabry's agreement with Bayern expires in the summer of 2023, while Chelsea and Tottenham are monitoring the situation around the German. PSG centre-back Sergio Ramos has returned to training sessions. The Spaniard is working individually after a muscle injury. He is unlikely to be available versus Nice and will most likely miss the second leg against Real Madrid. The developers of the football simulator FIFA, Electronic Arts, have announced the termination of the sale of their products in Russia and Belarus. We have made the decision to stop sales of our games and content, including virtual currency bundles, in Russia and Belarus. As a result, our games and content will no longer be available for purchase in our Russian region storefront on Origin or the EA app, the company claimed in a statement. Bayern goalkeeper Manuel Neuer has recovered from injury and got back to training with the first team. A few minutes after the goalkeeper appeared at a training ground, a round of applause was heard. Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva has announced that he will have a meeting with the management of the Citizens at the season's finish in order to discuss his future. He doesn't exclude the possibility of changing the team. PSG head coach Mauricio Pochettino is considering a return to the Premier League. The Argentine would like to coach Tottenham once again and not work at Manchester United, the place he is rumored to find himself soon. Bukayo Saka could extend his contract with Arsenal. The Gunners would like to offer the 20-year-old Englishman an improved contract that will match the status of one of the team's leaders. Barcelona are working on re-signing deals of Gavi and Ronald Araujo. The current player agreements are valid until the summer of 2023. It should be noted that the Catalans already offered Araujo 3 million euros per season, though he wants to receive more. The sporting director of Beşiktaş, Ceyhun Kazanci, is looking for a new club's head coach. He negotiated with Roberto De Zerbi and his representatives. The future of the Italian at Shakhtar remains blurred over the conflict in Ukraine. Barcelona have not yet decided whether to buy out the contract of Adama Traoré, loaned from Wolverhampton for half a year. The decision of buying him out for 30 million euros will be made later. Borussia Dortmund forward Erling Haaland is about to miss another month due to injury. The Norwegian is still recovering from a hip injury and recently had a relapse. For this reason, Erling's return to action is expected no earlier than the beginning of April. Throughout the tie against the outsider of the Italian Serie A, Salernitana, Lautaro Martinez scored a hat-trick, interrupting his 8-match goalless streak. The Nerazzurri forward hasn't slotted once since December. And here are the latest results of Friday's fixtures. Moving on to the main topics of the day. According to El Chiringuito, the two main contenders for Erling Haaland are Real Madrid and Barcelona. So the most likely scenario is that next season we are about to see the Norwegian in Spain. There are disagreements in Haaland's entourage on the footballer's future. The agent Mino Raiola believes it would be better to join Barcelona, whilst his father supports the idea of Real Madrid transfer. We recall that recently some fans in Real Madrid jerseys asked Erling if he would play in Spain, to which Erling replied, "Yes, I'm coming to your team." It was totally an argument in favor of Los Blancos. As for the Catalans, visually it seems that they are putting more effort into getting Haaland's attention. We are following the turn of events as they unfold. According to Fabrizio Romano, PSG are set to make an improved offer to Xavi Simons. At the moment, the Parisians risk losing the talent for free as his agreement expires next summer. At the beginning of the season, there were lots of info that Simons was unhappy with his minutes, being determined to say goodbye to the club. Now the situation has drastically changed and there are chances for an extension. During the 21-22 campaign, Xavi Simons has made 7 appearances for the PSG main squad, providing an assist. Sergio Ramos can abandon PSG without really having much time on the pitch for the Reds and Blues. Los Angeles Galaxy are considering inviting the Spaniard to represent them in MLS. It's no secret that the current season is not going great for Ramos. Sergio is suffering from constant injuries. This season, he played only 5 battles for the Parisians, scoring 1 goal. Interestingly enough, only 2 of these were full 90 minutes performances. Most teams have stalled their focus on Ousmane Dembele. Back in January, Juventus and Chelsea were in talks with the player, but now their interest equals 0. The same goes for PSG. Thus, the only club seeking for the Frenchman were Manchester United. The Red Devils can make full use of such a deal in negotiations with Ousmane, because the lack of competition will allow them to dictate terms when it comes to financial issues. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and please click on the like button already. Don't be shy. See you again tomorrow. Bye.